Okay, I'm turning on the stream if you want to stop saying that, just so you know. Okay. I mean, you can say whatever you want. I'll claim I said it.
Or is it just like
Goes to YouTube.
Oh, you upload everything?
Yeah.
What's your channel?
It's linked from the website. It's hard to find my channel.
Okay. Is it like you with all your lectures and stuff? Okay.
The channel got in big trouble, so it's hard to find by looking it up now.
Okay. What did you do?
The one thing on YouTube you get in trouble for is like you go live on a stream and show someone else's video.
Okay.
And I did that, so the last time I taught this class, actually, I just streamed we did the like explainable AI like guest lecture. You can't stream those.
Okay.
I got like extremely in trouble. And I didn't want to recreate the account because it has like all my old lectures on it, right? So I'm just trying to be super well behaved, right? Which is not within my natural strengths, right? No, there's behavioralists out there. Are there 12 of you?
Maybe.
We've got
Probably.
2 rhombuses and a square, so that's probably
Oh yeah, everybody should.
yeah.
Where
Okay.
I'm going to need a drawing list. Make sure about it.
All right. So I don't know if you all know where we left off, but I know where we left off because I checked the lecture recording before class, which is the reason I record. I don't do it for you. Students always think it's for them. That's wrong. I only do things for me. We were discussing lecture recordings, so I should go over this. This class is, oh my gosh, this bar is so small. Okay, so here's us, right? Nope, that's fake. Okay. Here's us. Surely. Is it still fake? Is this what I always do? I'm completely discombobulated by the trip.
I have a question for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
When you open the thinking machines app, does it look like an eye squinting to you?
Look at the thinking machines. Or which part?
When you open terminal, does the profile for it on your computer look like an eye squint?
Like the terminal?
Yeah, does it look like an eye squint?
This thing?
No, to the left.
This
Yeah.
one? Oh, like,
I see your feet.
Yeah.
yeah. I see what you're saying.
Like, struggling to comprehend these lessons.
Okay. Okay, so. Right. What's going on here?
No.
Okay, so last week we did shell, and I forgot that we had Monday off. This week we also had half of Monday off. So I was going to finish shell today because we have a little bit of shell left. And as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles once said, it's the shell of a town, right? Remember that? Watch out for Shredder, right? And we all know the names of all 4 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Okay.
Right.
So we'll just count off through class. So the first one is,
Michelangelo.
okay. Then the second one is,
Leonardo.
okay.
Yes.
What were we saying something?
The Ninja Turtles,
Raphael's. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Raphael.
okay.
Ooh, what's the last one?
I forgot the last one.
Yeah, you got the hard one. This is not fair to you. Do you want to phone a friend?
Artist.
Donatello!
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
The purple
phone a
one.
friend. Yeah. Okay.
The purple
You're
one.
welcome. I saved this, guys.
Yeah.
Because they're all artists.
Indeed. Okay, so I think where we left off is I was trying to convince you that it's useful to know how computers work. Does that sound right?
Something like that.
And you were kind of like making this face the whole time. You were like,
You could say that.
it seems like if I were supposed to know how computers were supposed to work, someone would have taught me. And I was like, I'm not somebody. I'm divine intervent. That's a little egotistical. Do not put in the course of vows I said I was chosen by God to teach computer science. Okay, so we got some files.
Computer Messiah.
Yeah.
Can we call you that now? There's so
I
many
feel like I should say you shouldn't call me that, but like I'm not gonna stop you.
Computer Messiah.
I do worry that people will expect me to start performing miracles. Like that's a little hard. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some notes. And I'm not going to take notes on what my nickname should be, right? That's strictly between us. It is true I'm streaming this to both of my followers right now. But hey, if you see one of my videos, like, comment, subscribe. Oh, right, I was going to show you. Okay, so here's this class, right? Blah, blah, blah. this is where all of the YouTubes are. See them? Do you see them? They're right here. Here, I'll zoom out so you see where it is on the page. Okay, calendar. At the bottom of the calendar, YouTubes. Okay, here's all of them. One of them is live right now. We're currently watching the stream on the stream.
Okay.
I think it's okay because it's mine. And then here's the earlier ones. So we did Python, and that was during opening days, and then we did NeoVim the first week, and then we did Shell the second week, and Shell is now spilling into this week. Okay? And then if you, this is in fact attached to a channel, so you can see what else is on this channel, including lectures from a previous version of this class and lectures from now. We're currently watching the stream on the stream. So that's looking like I might get banned for that. I have my YouTube shorts, you know, so you can check all that stuff out if it's helpful to you. But I am trying to record things. One of you at some point asked me to actually post these lecture recordings I was taking, so they're posted now. That's where you can find them. If you want them somewhere else, I can put them somewhere else. Okay. Now, back to taking notes. Oh my gosh, what's it doing? Okay. So I claim it is hard to know what this code is for, so we're going to fix that. How are we going to fix that? Well, we're going to open Neon Genesis Evimothy. Any animators?
I get that reference.
Okay, thank you.
I just have to put that out there.
Okay, I appreciate you. I see what you're doing, and I respect it. I respect the hustle. The hustle of sitting on the couch watching anime. Okay, so here is a function. There are many functions like it, but this one is functional. We've written this together, and there's like some edits we can make to it to make it look more like other functions or something. Like those parentheses are optional. We can do ifs for all of these. That's all fine, right? Okay, and then we can Python 3 import pw.piecewise of 2 or something. And this is how we've been using it so far. Okay, so that's what we're doing. But here's the problem. So clear ls. Oh wow, I got a bunch of files in here. Oh, let's look at all the Python files. Okay, there's a bunch of Python files. It's like, I wonder what some of these are. Oh, what's args.py? I don't know, it doesn't say. Okay, what's file.py? I don't know, it doesn't say. Okay, what's pw.py? Oop, nope, why did I say cd? Cat. Oh, that doesn't say what it is either. So I should add little notes to myself so that I know what this is for. And so I'm going to try and introduce a little bit of scientific writing to just explain what's going on here. So we have this solves the example piecewise function. Now, as I'm typing this, there's a few things I'm thinking about, and I would encourage you to think about them too, especially in a computing context, right? Yeah, pros up. Okay, so this here, that 41, that's how many characters are on the line, 42, 43, 44. By convention, code is often kept to the either only 64 or only 80 characters across. And why is that? Because there's a default width of the terminal screen. So I think when you just open your terminal, it's probably 80 characters wide. Some of them are up to 96 now. I'm using a restricted one because I'm showing this example to you. I'm only using half the screen. So it's perhaps not too surprising that about 40 is about filling half the screen, right? So I'm going to only write 40 characters per line. You can go up to 80 characters per line if you would like. How do we describe this piecewise function? Well, the piecewise function is f of x, and that equals something. And what does that equal? Well, really, I think this needs to be on a different line. And we need some sort of like curly bracket thing denoting how much of our x we have. And so it equals 9x squared plus 5 for x less than 4. And perhaps I want to indent that a little bit or something, right? You can do whatever you want. And then perhaps I have it equaling 9 for x, we can say what? 4 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 8. And then we can say it is equal to 2 minus x for x greater than 8. Oh, and this line doesn't work because I didn't start it with a, and what is this character called? What is this character called? The character at the beginning of the line?
Octothorpe.
That's an octothorpe, yes. And what is it not called?
Hashtag.
It's also not called a hashtag. Sorry?
How do you do the hashtag?
Shift 3. or sorry, no, there's no hashtags. The way you get the octothorpe is with shift 3. Okay. And then I'll say, we note we return, not print. Okay. So this is something that we can write that gives a sort of description of what our code does, right? And maybe that's a little bit nicer. There's one other thing that might be nice to do. When used at command line, we can apply piecewise to a command line argument. And how do we do that? Well, I think we needed to say, let's see, import OS. Is that right? Does anyone remember how args works? I don't remember how args works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this by pressing escape :W. I'm going to save my work to pw.py. And I think what I want to do now is I want to look at another file. There's a few ways to do this. I could exit NeoVim and look at args.py, or I can open args.py in NeoVim. And I believe I do that with escape :E args, and I can just press tab autocomplete. So if I do an A, it autocompletes. And that will open this thing. Now, do you all remember Yankin?
Yeah.
Remember Yank?
You remember that they call me the Yoinkster?
We were just talking about it.
You were just talking about it, right?
Yeah, we
We
were.
were.
Yeah, so for a while there, I was actually doing like a really good like swine impression, and they were calling me the Oinkster. But then I started stealing things, so they started calling me the Yoinkster instead, right? They call that my Oinkster to Yoinkster arc.
What did you steal?
Hearts and minds. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hearts and minds.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. So I want to engage in yoinkery here, right? After all, I am the yoinkster, right? Yeah, I'm not just the yoinker. I'm the yoinkster, right? So I'm going to press Y, which is going to put me into in yoinkinating mode, right? That's why it says Y down here. That's short for in yoinkinating. And then I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to type Shift G, and that's going to go to the end of the file. Is that right? Ooh, that might have only took the first line. We'll find out. But it says three lines. There's a typo here. That's supposed to say yoinked. So we yoinked 3 lines, right? Okay, so that was fun. I had fun engaging in yoinkery. Did you also enjoy your yoinkery?
Can you redo it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, because I love yoinking, right?
So wait, should I open the piecewise?
Oh yeah, we're young.
Well, what are you trying to do?
Follow along.
That's great. So currently I have args.py opened. I'm going to nvim args.py because that is the site of the yoinkery, right? It's the scene of the yoink, right? I'm going to press Y.
The yoink of 86.
Yeah, the yoink of 44,
Yeah,
right?
you could escape. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I pressed Y, and you can tell there's a Y on the bottom. And actually, does this look the same in Vim? Let's see. So I can go to the beginning of this file, yoink, and I get a Y in a slightly different place, perhaps on Macintosh. After I have instructed Vangelion to listen to my yoinkin commands, I'm going to press down Shift, and then I'm going to press G, and that's going to yoink the entire file. Let me show you what happens if I just do Shift G without yanking. You see I move to the end of the file, right? So I go to the last line. Shift G, end of the file, right? So, and it says that I yoinked 3 lines, which is a good number of lines to yank. Now, usually I yank more lines than that, but I'm taking it easy on the yoinking these days, right? Okay, so I yoinked the lines, right? They're in a place called my yoink buffer, right? And so now what I'm going to do is I want to edit a different file because I yoinked those lines, but I want to put them in pw.py, which I pronounce as pupia, right? Right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do pw.py, and the way I did that is escape :E for edit. So it's going to open it to edit the file. I do a space to denote it's the end of the command. I type P, and then I get Persephone.txt by accident, but I actually want pw.py. And these things are all navigating the way you would expect. But I'm going to just type pw and then tab autocomplete. Okay? Are we locked in?
Maybe.
So locked.
So they used to call me the in-locker because I was a nerd and I'd get like shoved in lockers, right? Now they call me the in-locker because I'm locked in, right? They call that my in-locker to in-locker arc. Yes. It ran concurrently with the Oinkster to Yoinkster arc. So these are two lines proceeding in parallel, right?
Also, where do you find the notes, or the taking notes slide, because I can't find them in these.
So course website. We are in Shell
Yeah.
because it's the shell of a town. This is bigger if I ambignify it, right? So we're going to ambignify, right?
I am so sorry. You literally said that before. I just didn't
Yep.
think of it.
And I think we're over here. Are we in movement? Are we in files? Are we in comments? Okay. We're in comments taking notes. So there's comments taking notes and I can click on it there. And then if I want to do that on the slides, I just come over to the hamburger menu, which is named after the Hamburglar, right?
Naturally.
The Hamburglar engages in thievery.
I thought you were going to say yanking. So you can say that.
No, only I engage in yoinking.
No,
Okay. So here we are. We're back in Pew Pew, right? We're in Pew Pew, right? And so I engaged in some yoinks earlier. So now that I engaged in yoinkin, I can engage in pastein, right? Which is spelled the same way as paste, right? But it's pronounced paste, right? So I can press P, and my 3 lines will be yoinkified. And then this line here, that line was fake. That's banned. So we're sending that one to the shadow realm, okay? So this is how we import systems, and then we can print sys.argv, and that will print the thing that we did, okay? I'm going to go ahead and press escape, :W to write that file, so now everything is saved. Now, if I wanted to compute the piecewise of this first command line argument, who knows how I would do that? Let's find out together. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a variable, because that's a little bit easier. So I'm going to call this one, I don't know, arg. Now we'll call it x. X is going to equal sys.argv1. Do we remember what argv stands for? That is the vector of arguments. So there's multiple arguments, and they're in sort of an arranged order. And this is asking for the 1th element of the arguments. So let's just print out what that is, and let's take a look at an example. So I'm going to print out x, if I can remember how to type. Okay. I'm going to save and exit with escape, :x, enter. And now I'm going to Python 3 pp. And I did not provide an argument, because I need the 1th argument, and I only have the 0th argument. Not to worry, I have a plan. I'm going to give it 400,000. Okay? And so right now it's just sending that right back to me, right? And if I don't remember what I wrote in there, I can just look quickly with cat, or I can open Neon Genesis eVimothy again. Okay. So let's go ahead and work on that a little more. Okay, so this is the 1th argument, and this is the thing over which I want to piecewiseify, right? So that's no problem. Let's simply apply piecewise to x. Does that make sense? Are we tracking? Are you locked in? Are any of you in-lockers? You're not an in-locker? Would you like to be? Okay. You can always at any time in class raise your hand to summon me directly to you to create a metaphorical locker that contains understanding that you can open, and the waves of understanding will crash out upon you, right? Well, I'm going to test this code, and you all told me it would work,
Wait,
right?
I'm saying it's not going to
Okay, you're saying it's not going to work?
Oh, yeah,
You
it's
need
not
to turn
gonna
that
work.
into an integer.
Wait, what do you think it
It's
needs?
not going to work. We went over this last time. We have to put the into.
Are you two agreeing with each other?
We are agreeing.
You're teaming up on me?
Yes.
This is like when I've never gotten shoved into a locker. That you shouldn't make fun of bullying, right? But I don't know. Perhaps I shoved myself in a locker once trying to get sympathy from people, right? Okay, so you're suggesting to me that this thing is not an integer?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think 400,000 isn't an integer?
400,000
Well, the
isn't a
computer
string.
doesn't think so.
But the computer's interpreting it as a string.
Oh, the computer thinks it's not 400,000, but a 4 followed by 5 zeros.
Yeah.
How do I fix that problem?
Use the integer thing.
I'm going to use the integer thing?
Yeah, the command.
Okay. Why doesn't one of you tell me where I should go and what I should type?
I think in front of.
I think it's after.
Oh, yeah. Let's do both. Okay, so I'm going to create 2 of these. Watch this. Okay. I'm going to leave insert mode. And you know what it's time for?
Oh, no.
It's time to yoink! Okay, so I pressed Y. I pressed Shift G. I yoinked. Okay? And I duplicated. Okay, so there's 2 versions. We'll do
I
first.
think in front of, like around the sys arguments.
Okay. Angela, what do you think?
Oh, that does seem right.
What do you want to do? Let's try it anyways.
I wanted to do it after the argument.
Here?
After the argument command thingy. No, like right after, but like that doesn't seem right.
On a new line or on the same line or
The same line, just before the one, but like that's
before the 1 here?
Yeah,
Int?
That seems a bit off.
You can do both of them. But okay, let's check it out. Python 3. Pew pew.
Oh, no.
Oh, what did we do wrong?
You didn't provide the argument.
I didn't provide an argument. You're saying I'm not argumentative enough? I can be more argumentative.
I think it's too argumentative.
Is that what we wanted it to do?
No.
I think it is. So let's do one additional thing. So I'm going to label these solution candidate 1, and we don't want to provide any ordering on them, so we're going to call them candidates 1 and A. And I should specify which one of these is 1 and A. So this is the 1th candidate, and this is the 8th candidate. And that's how you spell 8th, right? So if someone asks you for an 1/8 of an ounce, be like, A. Okay. That's also the grade you're going to get in this class. Okay. All right. So the 1th solution is a large negative value, and the 8th solution is saying that,
It's error.
yeah, it's error. It's erroneous, right?
Doesn't look right, so.
And so we can put an int here, and that will work. Or we can put an int. I'm going to remove the other ints. But this one's not hurting anything, by the way, this one in the middle, because turning 1 into an integer is already an integer. That's fine. It doesn't break anything. It just doesn't solve the problem. We can also apply int here. That probably works. Hope there's not too many. Oh, there's too many parens at the end. Okay. Oh no, I'm all the way back at my file, and I have too many parentheses in my last line. What should I do? I'm going to type Shift G, go to the end of the file, and then I'm going to type $, Shift 4, and that'll take me to the end of the line, and then I'm going to press X once, and I'm never going to enter insert mode. Then I'm going to escape, and then I'm going to print. Okay, and I still didn't fix it. Okay, so line 24. I don't know what line 24 is in, so I'm going to do set number. I'm going to do Shift G to go to the end. Ah, okay. There's not supposed to be a parenthesis here, right? We'll get rid of that. Ooh, what's wrong here?
It was not closed.
There's a problem in line 25. Okay, let's go to the end.
Oh.
Oh, I did need an extra int. Okay, so if I press I here, I will go into insert mode, but I will be before the paren. Usually that's fine when you have 3 parens in a row, right? If you want to do something at the end of a line, so I go to Shift $, takes me to the end of the line. If I want to begin after all of the text, I can use A for append mode, and that puts me after the last character. This needs 3 parens. That comment's too long, so we'll just make it shorter. 3 parens. Python 3. Pew pew. List index out of range. What'd I do wrong?
Didn't provide a
Yes, it's the same thing I do wrong every time. Okay. So there we go. The 1th and the 8th solution are both correct.
First try.
Yes, correct. Yeah, we got it right on the first try. That's okay. Fine, don't clap. I don't care. No, it's too late now. Okay. So, how do we use this? Well, mostly I would use this in the context of tax policy. So let me take a look at an example. Cat tax.py, which is such a weird thing to say because my cats don't pay taxes, right? They're just freeloaders. What do they even do all day, right? Sleep? I could do that all day. I'd do that for free. Okay, so anyways, I'm not bitter. Oh, look, here's the solution to the thing we just did. See that? Okay. But one of the other things we might want to do is we might want to figure out different tax cutoffs at different income levels. For example, we might want to figure out how much tax you pay at each one of these points. And for that, I'm going to not have any time to talk about it because we only have 3 minutes left. But if you want to review it before next time, I feel like I should teach you all of this stuff still. Hey, look, there's Yankin. Anyone? How about those Yankees?
Oh my gosh.
How's Scott?
That's
Yeah.
like when you go home.
They call me the Yoinky. Okay. Anyways, so we'll resume here next time because I'm having fun saying yoink over and over again. Don't commit any felonies. You all signed the consent form.
I make no promises.
Don't spend it all in one place. Do you have any questions about what you can major in? Okay. Your options are chemistry, biochemistry, and computer science.
Those are the only options.
No, there's other ones.
Okay.